Hey guys, I'm Dimension Jump and today I'll be reviewing Pokémon Gold and Silver, which was released for the Game Boy in 1999. Now, this is a sort of sequel, or is basically the sequel to the original Pokémon Red and Blue, and it basically takes place a few years after the events of those games, and this is where Team Rocket has been disbanded and a new a trainer has been released, well, not released, but begins their journey of training Pokemon, getting gym badges, becoming the champion, that sort of thing. And then over the course of the game, we then have to try and stop Team Rocket, who have started to sort of reform their group and trying to find the old boss Giovanni. And I think in terms of the plot, I think it's a really interesting and sort of clever plot, because this plot basically expands on the whole world of Pokemon, and instead of being in the Kanto region this time, it's actually in Johto, and both regions are connected together. And I think this is a really interesting way to help expand the Pokemon universe, because you've got references to the previous Pokemon games, like with the Team Rocket, but then you've got new stuff, like you've got new gym leaders, you've got new Pokemon, you've got two new types, that being Dark and Steel types, mainly because in the original games, Psychic types didn't have that many weaknesses, or barely had any weaknesses at all, so the Dark and Steel types were basically there to help balance everything, because Psychic types don't really affect Dark types, and they don't really do that much damage against Steel types. So I think with the addition of Dark and Steel types, I think that helps balance the overall overpoweredness of Psychic types. And a lot of the Pokemon in this game I quite enjoy, Totodile. That's probably my favourite starter out of all the three starters in this game. I quite like some of the Pokemon or some of the new Pokemon that are added in the game, like Houndoom and Houndour. And I really like that Pokemon. It's probably one of my favourite Fire-Dark type combo Pokemon. And there's several other Pokemon that you can find in the game. And what I like about this game is that not only can you go around Johto, but once you've beaten the champion, you can also go around Kanto and basically beat the Kanto Pokemon gym leaders there, which I think should probably be added in a future Pokemon game or something, probably again, let's say in Gen 9 or 10 or whatever. And that'll be something really cool to have to see. So let's say, for example, in Gen 9, that could be some sort of sequel to, let's say, Pokemon Sword and Shield, and that could be in a region that's quite close to the Galar region, and we can basically, once we've beaten the Pokemon League in the new region, we can also go back to the Galar region and basically beat the Pokemon gym leaders there. That'd be something really cool to have in a future video or future Pokemon game. And yeah, now time to show you some gameplay. So graphically, this game is similar to Pokemon Red and Blue, but with this has got more color to it, and the battles are kind of similar in in terms of the original games in Pokemon Red and Blue. In terms of the animations are kind of basic if you compare them to Sword and Shield, X and Y, Sun and Moon, in which with those games they have more animation to them. And if you look at something, if you look at these the moves or the way they are used in this game, if you look at something like Peck, that's kind of what they would do. They'll just have a bit of a thing going on, and then something like that will happen. And yeah, and if you look at Fly, in future games like X and Y, there will be more animation to them. But with this, it's just there's a beam of light or something, and they're just flying up into the air. So I think this game, in terms of gameplay wise, it's, I think for its time, decent. I think the newer games are a lot better, just because of how they are used. And yeah, and it's very similar to the original Pokemon game. So yeah, so that's been my review for. That's been it for the gameplay. Now it's time to go back to the review. So the only thing that kind of puts this game down a bit is, I think it's mainly because of I've played a lot more of the remake over the original, because if you look at both the original and the remake of Gold and Silver, you can see there's like there have been a lot of improvements to the game, both graphically and Pokemon wise. Because if you look at the original Gold and Silver, which was released back for the Game Boy Color, at the time it might have been really cool, and probably was really cool for people to play that game first time. But if you look at Hard Gold and Soul Silver, the graphics are well more polished and more updated to fit that kind of current generation, because Hard Gold and Soul Silver took the graphics from Diamond and Pearl, and they also added, some of the new Pokemon from that game. So you've got Mamoswine, Togekiss, several other Pokemon, Gliscor, and stuff like that. And if you look at Gold and Silver, it's kind of weird. It's kind of like weird to see, like, these Pokemon that have a third evolution, like, Piloswine and Togetic, and it's like, this doesn't feel right. And I'm glad that they are both Togetic and Piloswine got an additional evolution, because then I think that kind of fits the whole evolutionary line done and stuff. So if I had to, for my final verdict of this game, I think it's somewhat enjoyable. I think the remakes are a lot better than the original, mainly because of all of the stuff that's been added. And yeah, but overall, I think the game is alright. I think, if we compare it to like the other games, it's okay in my opinion. So yeah, that's been my review for Pokemon Gold and Silver. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.